Hey, what's up and hello? This is the Chris Nicole bringing you my views on life, love, and the world of entertainment through my eyes. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on what time you are watching this live. Hello, crew. Hope all is well. And I'm going to put emphasis on love tonight because this show is bullshit. That's just what it is. We're gonna talk about Love is Blind season 7. I think at this point, if I can give my humble opinion, this show is over. Um, I don't necessarily know at this point how they can continue when every single season, but especially this season, there's so much BS that pops up when it comes to these people who are on this show. At this point, I'm going to say about 98% of the people, in my opinion, are not coming on this show to truly find love. They are there for TV purposes, they are there for status purposes. And it shows with all of the background checks and all of the stuff that people are finding on these particular people. Okay. Especially after this season, I don't know how they can continue, at least the US version. Now, I am hearing that the UK version, and I think there's another version, those two versions seem to be very organic and authentic. However, this version at this point, in my opinion, is fraud. Okay? Straight up fraud. We had how many couples that made it to, the final part, and we only have one that seems to be genuine about their love for each other. That's a problem. And it really makes me wonder what the hell production is doing. I don't think that they do a background check. I think they do not do a background check on purpose, just so this drama can happen, because they know the internet will do the searching for them. And because of all of the drama that's going on off the camera that people find out, it makes them watch the show. Like at this point, I'm thinking that's their strategy. Because if they truly wanted to find people who were about the love part of it, they would do a background check. But we're about to get into some things, and we're also going to watch a video with people spilling the tea on the most villain of all villains. And of course, he's a lion ass Libra man. I done told y'all to stay away from them Libra men. I told y'all to stay away from them Libra men. Okay, we're gonna get into him, but we're gonna just go over these last couple of episodes. And I'm gonna start. Oh, hey Shayla, what's up, girl? You don't watch this. I love the golden voice. I'm in the bushes. I appreciate you, sis. I appreciate you. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We're going to start with the most authentic couple from what we see so far. So yeah, we're going to start with Taylor, because as far as I see it, they seem to be the most organic out of the couples. There's really not much to say. I mean, of course, she did have her moment where she felt like he wasn't being truthful, but it seems like they truly are both there for the right reasons. I mean, do you guys think they're going to make it? I feel like they're the only couple that will make it. But again, at this point, hell, what we have seen, I wouldn't be shocked if they don't. I mean, sad to say, and I'm a sucker for love. But at this point, with what we have been seeing when it comes to Love is Blind season 7, I don't know. So Taylor and Garrett, though, I'm rooting for them for what we've seen. They did actually get married. He is willing, he went to San Diego, met the family. The actual wedding was beautiful. They have so many things in common, so many things aligned with their lives. I'm hoping for the best, but again, at this point, this show has been such a disaster when it comes to the nonsense. I don't know. I don't know. But from my understanding, they are still together. So that is a good thing. So let's hope and continue that we have at least one couple that we can root for. Everybody else was bullshit. Okay. Everyone else was bullshit. But at this point, we're going to move on because this is not the juicy part, okay? Child. Now, here's the thing. When I first saw her on, I think it was episode 6 or 7, and she started going off on him about the fact, like, what the F? What the F? Like, you don't want to get married? Like, what the F is going on? I was like, oh my gosh, she's losing it. And when she kept saying that she gets that ick, the ick that she gets when it comes to guys, I saw it on screen. She looks so disgusted by him. Like, she just seems like the type it's really hard for her to be in a relationship because she's so stuck in her ways and she's so used to being by herself that's the reason why, she has had her issues and finds that ick when it comes to guys. She definitely just seemed completely annoyed by him, but but we find out later why she had every reason to be annoyed by his lying, trifling ass. Okay, because this fool is a straight up hoe. He literally sat up there and left her. I think he said, I forgot, he went somewhere. He claimed he was going somewhere, some bullshit reason, and he hadn't been back home. But really what he was doing, he was dipping in another pond, if you know what I mean, okay? That's what he was doing. He was too busy dipping in another pond. And when he got back and she was like, where the hell have you been? He claimed that because of their conversation that they had, he just felt like there was no hope and he was just gonna do what he do when it comes to another woman. Like, when I tell you he completely disappointed my ass, but at the same time, and this is Monica and Steven, by the way, but at the same time, they're just not meant to be together. I don't even think Monica, in my opinion, wants a relationship. I think she's the type of woman that finds anything wrong with a man. But that's just how I felt about the situation. Like, even when she was in bed with him and how he was coughing or something, she was looking at him like she was just so disgusted by him. At least she knows herself. I think she definitely needs to do the internal work before she even thinks about getting into another relationship. But with that being said, even after she found out that he was cheating, and he was crying, and of course, you know what I'm saying, like, when she started crying, he wanted to run out the room because he didn't want to face the fact that he was a complete asshole with what he did as far as his infidelity is concerned. But at the end, she said that they ended up talking and she just realizes that he is a good guy who just made a huge mistake. That's what she says. Well, look, as long as she feels that way, who the hell am I to say something different? But as far as I see it, neither one of them need to be in a relationship, okay? I'll tell you this much about Love is Blind this season, because I don't remember really seeing, I'm sure, because I haven't watched all the seasons, I'm sure there have been women on there who have definitely like turned me off with their BS. But I will say that Love is Blind this season, they pretty much shitted on all the men. Like, if you wanted to watch a show where you wanted to prove that men ain't shit, if you have that type of mentality where you just want to always say men ain't shit, this is the show to watch. Besides Garrett, all of these men on here are either insane, hoes, liars, you know what I'm saying, scam artists, allegedly. I mean, this would definitely be the show to watch if you hate men. That's for damn sure. But she said, she's good. They'll never get back together, but at least they're in a good space as far as, friendship and all of that shit is concerned. So yeah, but Steven, definitely, in my opinion, you want to know what my opinion is about Steven, and I hate to say it, I think he had a fetish on wanting to be with a black woman, and I know she's biracial, but phenotype wise, she looks like a black woman. I think he had a fetish. I don't know if he's actually dated black women in the past, but my vibe is he didn't, and he had a fetish to kind of want to try it and sample. And he did, because let's be clear, we found out that, that sample had already happened. And then all of a sudden, of course, he started cheating, or he went out and did what he did. That's my opinion in the situation, that he wanted to dip in the chocolate pond. Okay. That's what I think. I think that was the fetish. He got what he wanted, and it was time for him to move on. Yep. That's what I think. Final answer on that one, but it's my opinion. So moving on. Okay, so for those who watch this show, Shayla, I know you don't watch this show, and I know some of you guys are just watching, but for those who actually watch this show, what did you guys think about this situation? Because we already know, you know what I'm saying, Hannah was insecure as shit. We know Hannah was very insecure, but at the same time, I understood her to a certain extent on what she was saying because he definitely always gave vibes that he was just going through the motions and you just really didn't know what he was thinking, Nick. He always seemed like he was really too scared to say what he really felt. Maybe that is a part of his personality, but at the same time, they weren't equally yoked as far as what she had and what he had. And I personally think also, Hannah was like, look, damn it, I straight up quit my job to be on this show. You live at home with your damn family, no rent, your responsibilities are pretty much just taking care of your car and your miscellaneous bills. Like, I need a man who really can step up to the plate. That is my guess in that situation. She wanted a man who was already established financially and, you know, had all of these responsibilities. In my opinion, while she was saying, you know, you need to walk the dog, you need to do this, you need to do that, I felt like if he truly had a career that was set in stone and he was making enough money to take care of both of their asses, Hannah wouldn't have gave a shit if he walked the dog or not. I mean, hell, you ain't working right now. You can walk your own dog. You know what I'm saying? Okay, taking out the garbage, yeah. I mean, typically men do take out the garbage. But when it all boils down to it, I think for her, she was looking like I can do bad all by myself. Because you're not really bringing anything to the table. And she claims that she loved him. Do y'all really think Hannah loved him? I don't even think Hannah really loves herself. I mean, if I could just be honest, she don't love herself. So I truly feel like in that situation, she was looking for love, but she really needs to look for eternal love. Like she needs to look for love within. But I also feel like if Nick, okay, hi, is it Liera? Not at all. Not at all to what? Are you saying that Hannah doesn't love herself? Let me know what you think about that. But I just feel like if Nick was more established, she would have dealt with him and tolerated the things that she kept saying were an issue for her. You need to walk the dog. You need to do these things. If he was bringing home the bacon, she wouldn't have gave a shit about those things. She wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Because she would be the housewife, so to speak, until she found another job. And she also even said when she was in the pods, look, it's going to take me a minute. It's going to take me a minute to actually, you know, get another job. She was looking for someone to financially back her, in my opinion. And he wasn't bringing it. Now, the thing is, did Nick actually love her? I don't know. I don't know if Nick was going through the motions. Nick seems to be a very different type of guy. It did kind of come off like you didn't know how to read him. Like you didn't know how to read him. So, but that doesn't mean that he didn't love her, but I can understand how he came off very mysterious, at least from what we've seen on the show. But again, I don't think she would have cared about that either if he was bringing the money. It was the financial issue for her. That was the main thing for her. And she was like, look, if you not going to work and you sitting up there being in my apartment and shit like that, at least be able to walk my dog and do all of this other stuff. I think that was her issue. But yeah, oh yeah, to her, no, not loving Nick. She was too mean. Yeah, I don't think she even loves herself though. It's deeper. Like we all know the insecurities that she had. We also saw how she was in the pod and how the other asshole Leo, how all of a sudden when he was so-called begging for her, she was trying to say, oh, well, you know, I don't feel the same way about Nick the way that I feel about you. So she was all over the place anyways. She would have preferred a Leo, even if, in my opinion, if Leo was an asshole, because Leo, well, at least Leo claims to have a lot of money. At this point, I don't trust none of their asses in their background. But with Leo having the money that he had, she would have dealt with him being an asshole. I think she would have, because financially he would have been able to take care of her. Problem is, Leo wouldn't have wanted her. I'm sorry, you guys, stuttering. But Leo wouldn't want a damn Hannah. Hannah was not his type. That's just what it is. So yeah, so at the end of the day, in this situation, she complained about all the things that she didn't like. She couldn't read his mind. She didn't know what was going on. And of course, she asked about his bills. Like, what real responsibility do you have? And he was like, well, I mean, I don't pay rent. I pay for my car. I pay for my bill, my phone bill. And she's like, yeah, you got to go. I love you, but this is not going to work. And that's just what it is. Yeah, Hannah, you was trying to find a come up, in my opinion. You were trying to find a come up and you didn't. It wasn't about just love for you. It was about someone being able to provide for you, because she wanted to really show how domesticated she was with her cooking skills and everything else. She was hoping she was going to find a man that was going to pick her up and financially back her. And hell no. Nope. You didn't get that. So you got frustrated with your pick and said it's not going to work. So it'll be interesting to see how they respond during the reunion. But with that, let's move on and make sure you guys hit the like button on the way in. Oh my gosh. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Now, this man is a Virgo, okay? Virgos feel like everybody needs to be a perfectionist. Like, they are about perfection, and that includes that if you're not doing what they want you to do, it's a damn problem. Let me see. She needed her a big dude with traditional values. Yeah. And that's what she wanted. And is she like from West Virginia or something like that? You talking about Hannah, right? She from West Virginia. She wanted a guy who was going to provide for her, and she can be able to do whatever she needed to do until she find another job. Oh, I'm going there, Shayla. Damn it. I'm going there, because this fool to me proved how much of a psycho he was. And I had already went in on her. Remember the last review I had, I went in on her because I was just like, girl, you doing a little bit too damn much. Alexandria, Alex, and Tim. Oh, I'm going there. We not all like that. You're not. All of you guys are not like that. I will never say that every single Virgo is like that, but he definitely made y'all Virgos look bad as hell. So this man ended his freaking engagement because, in my opinion, he ended it because she took a damn nap. And because she took a nap and because she didn't wash the dishes. But honestly, I think that moment when he came back to the hotel when they were in Mexico, and he said at that point he was done with her then. I don't know if he was going through the motions for the show, but my whole thing is for you to do all of that when it came to her father. So, of course, in these episodes, they also meet each other's parents. And he went through the whole spiel of cooking for her family. He even read the letter to Alex's father that he read to her in the pod, because the letter was actually written to the father. So he read it right there to the father, and the father damn near was teary-eyed crying like, it would be an honor for you to be my son-in-law. So you go through all of this. We end up seeing his parents, and in my opinion, the mama knows, Tim mother knows that he is problematic with how he wants things his way or the highway. The way that she came across when she was just like, you have to understand, like, it was kind of, she was trying to imply that everyone is not going to do things the way that you want them to be done. People are, different. Like, you have to understand and accept people for who they are. There may be certain things they can work on, but that's just who they are. So after that, child, Miss Alex come home and she cooking her. She heat up some food, and he was like, "Look, you want to talk? Let's talk." And he was like, I sat up there, my parents drove all these hours here, whatever the case may be, and you took a nap. And, at the same time, I cooked for your family, did all of this grilling, all of the seasoning and everything else, did all of this perfection. That's the way I took it that he was trying to say, doing all of this perfection and making everything so comfortable for them. And you couldn't even wash the dishes. And so Alex is just like, okay, look, I had a long day at work. Now, if I'm not mistaken, she still saw the parents, but I guess he didn't like the fact that she took a nap in between that, or she just didn't stay up the whole entire time. But her whole thing is, instead of giving me all of these things now that you're saying these things that you didn't like, how about you communicate it? Like you should have said, communication is key. Tell me the things that you don't like, and then that way I know and I can work on them. But you pretty much trying to give me all of these scenarios of things that I did wrong. How the hell am I supposed to know I did something wrong if you never told me that, this is something that you don't like? Baby, at the end of the day, he said, what I do know is I don't want to be engaged to your ass no more. That's what I do know. Don't want you. Goodbye. He got up, got his damn jacket, and left. And I was like, oh my damn. Is this really just about the nap and the freaking dishes? What? Oh my gosh. Like you saw that. And I hope I'm saying your name correctly, Leora. You saw that shit, right? Am I the only one who's thinking the same thing? Like, is this really about a nap and dishes? Like, I think either he never got over what that argument was in Mexico, or he truly is a control freak that wants things his way or no way. And the moment that you don't do things his exact way, you're out. I think it could be a mixture of both, but I would say the latter. I would say that he definitely is a control freak. He expects for you to do exactly the way things that he wants done. He expects for you to do it just like that. And if you don't do it like that, there's a problem. Tim, good luck. Sounds like to me you want a robot for a woman. Like, seriously, he was calculating, had that plan. Thank you. So it's not just me. I said, I know this can't be just about dishes and a nap. Like, didn't she actually meet the parents, or am I tripping? She met him, but I guess he didn't like the fact that she took a nap in between while they were there. I don't know. I don't know. But you know what's so easy about that is you wake her up and say, babe, can you please come back, you know what I'm saying, to the table? Or can you please come back? Like, my parents drove this far. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at least, say goodbye to them. But I don't know. God forbid. Thank you. Thank you. I was so confused. And again, y'all already know that I was looking at her in the beginning like she was just a pest. And she also was very controlling and wanting things her way. Like, she literally would complain about him talking about his dog, talking about the hat that he wanted to buy. She seemed really annoyed by him. That argument that happened in Mexico, I was saying she probably called him the B word, and she just went there and just had a horrible attitude with him. So I'm not looking at this situation like Alex is never in the wrong, because I kind of grilled her ass the last episode of the last review that I had. But the way that he responded to her, I was like, nah, this seems like this is what you wanted to say for a very long time. You literally was turned off by whatever happened in Mexico, and you was just waiting for the opportunity to say, yeah, I don't like this, so I'm out. And I was just like, okay, this is interesting. This is interesting. But what I do know is the way he was looking at her and the way that he was acting, I would like to know what kind of woman Tim thinks he's going to get, unless she truly is that extremely submissive maid type of vibes. I don't know what he's looking for, but honestly, I think he expects for women to understand what he's thinking. And I think he wants a woman to know just automatically how to fall in line, so to speak. Good luck with that, baby. Good luck with that. Good luck. What's up, Danielle? Hey. What's up, Rochelle? Okay, so you agree with me. Someone that exactly. And that's just not realistic. And I think his mother even kind of told him that. I think the mother knows how, her son is. Like, that's not realistic. If you really think that's gonna happen, like, good luck. So yeah, I don't know what Tim is gonna get out of the situation, but the way that he just sat up there and said, "Yeah, I'm not. I don't care about this shit. Like, I'm out." I was like, "Bruh, you never loved her in the first place. You never loved her." You know what I mean? And I had to say at that point, Alex had a point. Like, how do you expect for me to know what the issues are if you're not willing to tell me? You assume I'm supposed to know. Now you want to drill me of all the things that you felt like I did wrong. And they include taking a nap and not washing the dishes. Now, me personally, if my man cooks for my family or if my man cooks, period, like I feel like it is give or take in a situation. Like if I cook you a big old feast, I would expect for you to wash the dishes, or at least at the very least, wash off the plates and put them in the dishwasher. Like I would at least expect for you to do that. I'm the type of person where you cook all of this stuff for my family. Yes, I'm gonna wash the dishes. But does that result into breaking up? No. Mm-mm. I don't think so. So Tim, in my opinion, he was always in that mindset. The way he was looking at her, I was like, he looks like he's gonna be on Snap, because he was looking like he was deranged and all of that stuff. And I was just like, baby, I think he did you a favor, Alex. I really do. I think he did you a favor. It is just very interesting how he seemed like he was so patient, so kind, so, you know what I'm saying, open in them damn pods. And baby, when he got out, he definitely proved at that point that it is his way or the highway. So I think you dodged one. Like I think you are better off at this point, Alex, single, because I wouldn't be able to deal with no man like that. Like, absolutely not. So moving on. What I tell y'all about this Shabadoo looking ass ninja? What I tell you about? See, and even her own mama, Marissa's own mama said, "I don't know about this Jerry curl with the little braid on the side. You giving very 80s vibe." I said, "See, the mama thinking just like me. That mama thinking like me." I was like, I can't trust no man that look like that. I can't. And one thing they did say was that ain't even Marissa's type. Okay, you can't trust a man who going retro back to the 80s. This was cute in the 80s. It ain't cute in 2024. So there's so many things to say about this situation. First things first, when he tried to cook, and I say do try to cook, okay? Because honey, the noodles is supposed to be the easiest part of a damn meal. But when she was talking about them noodles was hard as hell, I said, don't even bother. If you can't do the noodles right, just don't cook. Order takeout. But one thing that was quite interesting was their conversation about the military. And I don't know if you guys remember that conversation about the military, but let's talk about it. Because he's from Venezuela. And he said that Venezuela and the US have a very complicated relationship and a complicated past. And how, because Marissa was in the military, she said she was conflicted, like a lot of people in the military, about things that they had to do when they were in the military. But at the same time, they love the service. Of course, they love the benefits of it. And how she at one point was thinking about going back in, and he just seemed completely turned off about it, and pretty much saying that if she was still involved in the military, they wouldn't be together. Here's my problem with this. Sir, why are you here in the US then? Because let's be clear, this military protects this whole entire country. We have being here and being safe is due to military. You know what I mean? Like this is what is due to. Like our military is on a consistent basis protecting us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if it's that complicated for you, why did you move here and I'm assuming become a US citizen? I don't understand. I just don't understand, like, you being so disgusted about her military background, but yet you can be here and be safe, and you came here to this country, I'm assuming because of better opportunities and protection, unlike where you're from. So I understand that we definitely do not have a clean past on, things that have happened in other countries. But if that's the case, and if you're so disgusted by military, then why the hell did you come here? Am I the only one who's thinking the same thing? Ugh, really? Oh, hell no. I told y'all he's too metro for me. Too metro for me. Baby, them pants and all. The man had a Preston Crow Bantu Knots blowout. Yeah, it's too much for me. It's too much for me. Then on the other part that annoyed me, where I said, "Baby, Marissa, I understand you was crying your eyes out, but you don't understand how much that man did you a favor." Her autoimmune disease that she has, and how she didn't want to get on birth control because of her autoimmune disease and how that can affect it. But at the same time, hey Tori, how are you? Make sure you guys hit the like button. And I think I said hey to you, Rochelle. Hey, Katie M. But how he didn't want to sit up there and wrap it up, but he wanted her to be on birth control. To me, that told me right there how much of a selfish asshole he is. Let me see what Katie M is saying. I understand Ramsey view on the military. There are a lot of people displaced because of Western countries' modern imperialism. They need to seek a better life, but can't erase the horrors. My gripe is he knew she was in the military. Exactly. But that's the thing. I understand our checkered past with other countries, but literally, you knew that in the pod. And if your views was that strong, you should have moved the hell on. This is why I'm saying everybody on this damn show is a pick me, and a pick me for the wrong damn reasons. There are pick me's for the wrong reason, including Marissa. But we clearly know Marissa, based on what we saw, especially when it came to when he met her family. Marissa has abandonment issues, and she definitely does not have the best relationship with her mother. Her mother was a piece of work. Now, I like the fact that the mother was like, look, you do something to my daughter, I'm going to cut your marbles off. Like, straight up. But she kind of was already looking at him like, yeah, I don't think you the one. But at the same time, she was also looking at Marissa like, Marissa, are you going to get a prenup? And she was like, yeah, Marissa's a bitch. And I was like, damn. I was like, this mama is no damn joke. Now, I don't know if Marissa's like a Dominican or what her background is or whatever the case may be, but you can tell her and her mom don't see eye to eye in a lot of things. But her mom was kind of right about this. Okay? Mama was right about this shit. Because of course later on through all of that and him claiming even meeting the mama that he was in it to win it and he was committed and all of that BS about the birth control and everything else, he decides that she's too much. Marissa's too much for him. And that conversation had to be long as hell. Cause when I was getting like the video on the tea and all of that stuff, even somebody else said it, like that whole scene with Shabba-Doo, fake ass Shabba-Doo and Marissa, when he was saying that she's too much and all of this BS and gaslighting her, it literally went from day to night. Like that scene was long. So they had to edit the hell out of that. I think Marissa, the way she was crying, a lot of that was deeper than just this punk ass. She has abandonment issues. Like she doesn't really know her father, or her father left. The mother is bitter because the father left. She truly is in her own world where she just don't trust man, period. She even say like marriage don't work. So she does have a lot of internal issues when it comes to family, abandonment issues. I think that just triggered things from her past. I do. I really do. But baby Marissa, let me tell you something. You dodged that man. Like he did you a favor. He did you a favor, but he was a gaslighter, because it's very interesting when you was getting that cocoa love, when you was getting that chocolate love, when you was getting that chocolate V, you had no problems. As a matter of fact, they was the first couple that immediately went there. You had no problems with that, and you had no problems with you saying that you refused, I guess, to allegedly wrap it up and you want her to get on birth control. You had no problem with that, but then now all of a sudden, it's not you, it's me. Like, it's too much. Get the hell up out of here. You sampled, you did your sample, and you bounced. And that's just what it is. But here's the problem. What was that guy's name? That the other guy that was in the military starts with a B. At first I said, well, hell, she should have went with him, right? Because I was like, they had the same energy, but they had a lot in common with the military and everything else. She should have went with him, but she was so caught up on this guy being, I think, a Cancer Leo. You know what I'm saying? Like, she thought he was the one, but then come to find out, this fool right here gotta pass his damn self. When I tell you, y'all, it seems like going on this show, you just gonna get caught up in everything. Y'all can read that. It's very clear. Yes, the nice guy in the military who seemed like everything was all good when Marissa said, we can be friends, but I don't think you're the one. Allegedly, he got a very shady ass pass. So Marissa really dodged on both. Because I said, oh my gosh, here I was thinking she should have went with him. Hell no, she shouldn't have went with him either. Absolutely not. Let's see. And I still can't say his name. That's why I call him the fake ass Shabadoo. This is Ramsey dates powerful women, acts like a fake feminist, then dips out. I seriously need an interview with the ex and why they divorced, why he left the church, etc. I would really like, F it, I'ma say it. I want to know if Ramsey is completely straight. I'm serious. I would like to know. I want to know. I don't care what he say. I think someone need to do a deep background check on that. And I'm not the one to sit up there and, assume because someone has a metrosexual, look or whatever, that they automatically like that. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But he could be completely, straight, and he just like to play them games. But he definitely, in my opinion, gives off womanizer after that. And I didn't like the fact that Marissa was crying like that. Like, I really did not like it. But I feel like hopefully she learns that she dodged one. Now, from my understanding, based on the T pages, the mama is supposed to be at the reunion. Oof. Ooh, baby. Marissa's mama is supposed to be at the reunion. This is going to be quite interesting. Let's see if his ass shows up or he's going to be on video. I can't wait for that moment. If he's actually there in person and the mama's there in person, that the reunion is probably going to be the best thing. Hopefully. Now, I don't know if they had all of this tea when they actually filmed the reunion. I don't know if all of this tea has come out just now, but baby, I can't wait. But of course, she calls her mom and she tells her mom what happened. And the mom is probably low-key relieved because she already felt like he wasn't the one anyways. But at the same time, I think the mother is she's bitter and she doesn't believe in love or any of that stuff. She just believes in protection and making sure that Marissa is protected financially because of how much she struggled. But I do believe Marissa is going to find love She just needs to heal herself, because to me she's attracting men based on her abandonment issues and also her issues with her mother, in my opinion. So until she heals from that, she's going to keep attracting the same type of man. Because notice, she attracted two men that allegedly ain't shit in the worst way. You see what I mean? What are the odds of that? But at the same time, based on the video that we're going to watch, a girl who was on, I think, Real Love, I think it's called Real Love, that show, allegedly they do like psychological testing, personality tests that like literally is like 600 questions or something like that. And once they do that, a psychologist looks at it and they purposely manipulate who they're going to pair with or how certain things are going to happen, because they know based off of that test that they do what's going to trigger them and not trigger them. So this is some straight up demonic type of shit on what they do to stir up the drama. Those personality tests, because remember when I said, like, how is it that they're able to match these people so perfectly and how they're able to capture these certain relationships out of all of these people? Because in my opinion, it seems like this psychological test that they have them do, they automatically say these are the two people we're going to watch and they're going to end up being the couple, because they already have the psychological testing behind it. Doesn't that seem sinister as hell? Sinister as shit, right? But anywho, with that being said, yeah, Marissa, I really hope you understand that he was not the one for you. He showed all the signs of being an ain't shit dude. And the mother clearly saw that, even though the mother said that's usually not Marissa's type. Marissa's type is more of the manly man, alpha male, macho man type of guy. So it seems to me, regardless on if it's Metro or if it's like the alpha male type, she just picks the men that is based on what she, I guess, saw when it came to her mother, when it came to her abandonment issues. Like, I just really want her to get her shit together. She get her shit together and she don't automatically choose someone based off of their zodiac rising sign and moon sign. That to me was insane, where I was like, girl, you don't know what his values are as far as raising kids or anything else. You just heard freaking Cancer, Leo, and you was like, oh, he's the one. No, Marissa, that's not how you pick a man, boo. That's not how you pick a man. So, and this piece of shit, I know y'all read it. Yeah, so let's move on to the couple of all couples. This is the Libra man I was talking about. Now, what I told y'all, as a damn Libra woman, no, I don't base my life all on zodiacs, but I still ain't met a good Libra man yet. I just haven't. When they say lion Libras, it's not because of the women, it's because of the men. You couldn't read it. Okay, hold on. Let me go back. Honey. I'll read it with without saying the trigger words. I'll read it. So this is the freaking fool that you guys know that Marissa was in the pods with, and they both were in the military. I think his name was Bodine or something like that. Name starts with a B. So literally, apparently, his shit is out there. When it comes to him, he is literally on a "Are we dating the same guy?" group, and they have said that he has been, like, allegedly, he has a trigger warning. He has spit in a woman's face. He also put his hands on her. So yeah, I don't know if you can kind of blow it up, but just kind of read it from there. But let's just say it ain't good. So literally, she picked two ain't shit dudes. And I'm sure in her personality test, it talks about her abandonment issues and all of that other stuff. And I'm sure they purposely picked those guys for her. Ain't shit dudes. So yeah. So that's him. So that's why I said yeah. So I said, oh, both of them work shit for her. So let's move on to this piece of shit. Baby, I knew, and I was trying to root for them. And I even said Ashley. I don't know enough about Ashley because Ashley seemed like while he was so-called pouring out his heart, Ashley wasn't saying anything. But see, all of that pouring out his heart was just pure game. It was just pure game. He's full of shit. So we find out Tyler got 3 kids. Okay. He didn't mention these kids at all in the pods. Once they sit up there, and not even in Cancun, I believe he told her once they got back to DC, if I'm not mistaken. In Cancun, everything was all good. They gonna get married, ain't nothing stopping them. He decides to tell her off camera, because we didn't see the conversation on camera about him giving her the information. We just see the aftermath. He sits up there and tells her he got 3 kids, but he claims he got 3 kids, but they're donor babies. And what do I mean by that? He said a gay couple that he's friends with wanted kids, and I guess it cost too much, or they didn't just want random, you know what I'm saying, the random soldiers, and he decided to use his equipment to give them 3 kids. And that he made it seem like he has nothing to do with these kids. He just pretty much donated, and those kids are theirs. And that's it. Okay, that's what he claims. All right. So, of course, she was caught off guard. And she was like, I don't know what the hell to think about this. I would need proof that you really are not responsible for these kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to know all of that. But even through all of that, now, mind you, that should have been the red flags to say, you know what, I'm done. Because if you can sit up there and not tell me this, what the hell else are you hiding? Okay. Even through all of that, she still got married to him. And even when you saw him with his friends, there was certain things that made me very hesitant about him. Just with his friends, making it seem like, you know, they pretty much was just bandits together when it came to they ain't shit, you know what I'm saying, group when it comes to women. So it just gave me vibes. I was just like, oh boy, but she was committed. Now, apparently her father wasn't all the way in her life either. Even though we see the father wasn't really there from my understanding in her life. So I said, okay, here we go. So at the end of the day, I'm like, is she still broken from that? And that's why, you know, they had Tyler, you know, with the whole questionnaire, like Tyler's the perfect match for her for the drama. Now, it would be interesting to see exactly what this reunion is going to be, because again, apparently this was all shot last year. Okay, they got married last year, so I don't know if all of this is going to be revealed in a reunion, because the reunion, I don't know, it was filmed like I want to say still this year, but apparently all of this information has come out just recently. I am hoping that all of this information is out for the reunion so we can see what the hell happens. I'm here for it, but I don't know. But with that being said, when I was doing my research, there is a lady named Simone Redwine. Okay. She was actually on a Ready to Love show. I think there's been 2 seasons, if I'm not mistaken, but she's an attorney. And baby, she did her investigation. And Jessie Woo, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Jessie Woo, she had her on a show. We're going to watch this video. Fair use. Fair use. I do not own any rights to this video. Jessica Woo, damn it. Fair use, my sister girl. Because I just want people to hear what the hell is being said about Tyler. Get ready to sit down. I hope you got your libations, your wine, or whatever, because this tells you that allegedly he is the scammer of all scammers. Okay. They are on a 360 deal, can't divorce until after the reunion airs, 7 or 8. See, okay, so Ready to Love is 7 to 8 seasons. See, that just shows you how much I don't watch these damn shows. I thought it was only 2 seasons. Well, apparently Simone was on Ready to Love, and she's the one who spilled the tea about how they do these questionnaires and they know what triggers you, which is why they do certain things to trigger you. So yeah, she an attorney, so she's not stupid, but definitely you could tell that the psychological aspect of it, they really try to mind F you. So let me sit up there and start this. And then you guys let me know if you can hear it. I'm going to play this. And yeah, we're going to go and start from here.
Tyler Francis is a contestant on this current season of Love is Blind season 7. This is an article that was published yesterday, citing I believe Storytime with Ricky, as well as my live as well. But basically, just a quick recap. Tyler is on this show. Tyler falls in love with Ashley. What's funny is when you think back to the pods, Tyler was in the pods stating how he had a Serbian mother, I believe. He said his mom was from Serbia or something like that. And that she married a black man.
Yeah.
We're going to get all of that. But that her family disowned her for being with a black man. We also see Tyler later on at his own wedding with his mother, talking about, crying about his father being a complete stranger to him. Whole time this man is having 3 kids. Whole time this man is denouncing being a father to 3 kids. His oldest is 6 years old. Okay. Didn't wait until after he got engaged with Ashley, to tell her off camera that he has donor babies. Okay. But by the time that episode aired, Bree or Bri, who is his baby mama, had already aired out all the pictures, all the videos of this man being in her life. She was very ambiguous about the oldest child, saying that the oldest child was a donor situation, but that the twins were not. And then fast forward to my live with Tyler's baby mama's ex-wife, she actually explained that no, the first child was not a donor baby. The first child was indeed my wife cheating on me with Tyler, who was also a close friend of mine. And that while it initially started as a turkey baster thing, the turkey baster method kept not working. And so conveniently, Deshawn, who's the ex-wife, goes on a 2-week vacation, comes back to Bri being 6 weeks pregnant. Okay, so it was a.
So y'all hear that? So not a donor baby. Apparently was supposed to start off as a donor baby, but literally Tyler cheated. Well, the reality is, I don't know if Tyler was in a relationship, but the gay woman who was married cheated on her wife with Tyler. She comes back and sees that her wife is pregnant. Okay. Yes. And Simone did actually mention that. She mentioned that apparently he was trying to make it seem like she was broken and that she didn't, she couldn't have kids, but in reality, he couldn't have kids. So she admits that she sat up there and ended up getting to fool her damn self. But I guess this is what she does now, where she does legitimate background checks on these people, and they go down a straight up rabbit hole on that Tyler just ain't shit. He ain't shit. So let's continue.
A lie. It was all a lie. Now, also, we have Bri, who's come out and said that she had to put child support onto Tyler because, according to her and the courts, he was a very active father. She's released photos, videos. We see this. We also saw content from Tyler's own mother, who is at his wedding acting as if she don't know that this motherfucker got kids. Like, yeah, your dad was a stranger. So is your child. So is your child. Your child is a stranger to his own kids as well. Bri came out and said that the kids have not heard from Tyler since the day before he was flew out to California to be on the show and do the pods segment of the show. I believe the pod segment of Love is Blind is always shot in LA. So that's just a quick recap. We also had story time with Ricky, who broke the story. So give her her flowers. She was able to come to us and reveal that one of his ex-girlfriends that he owed $7,000 to, that she actually took him to court over it. Yeah. So then there was another girlfriend who came forward and said that he owed her money as well. So that's where we're at with what we know so far. Now, there is more. There's more. Okay. And so with that being said, Simone, where do you think we should start off on? Do you think we should start off with the child support? Because I do think that there is still people out there who think that the baby mama's lying.
Right.
That he
Yes.
was not an active father, even though she has proof that
Oh,
he
yeah.
was.
Let's start there. So I have
Yeah.
a document I uploaded. It's 1- custody dispute. We're going to start there.
Okay.
So for those of you guys who are joining, I'm attorney Simone. My channel is called Girl, Is That Legal? And I am here with Jesse. I'm so excited. We're going to break down. I've pulled some receipts. I'm also a licensed private investigator. So I've pulled some documents and things. So this is the state of Maryland's document that we're going to put up.
Mm-hmm.
And in support of Jesse's story, I also have to say some people were like asking me, so the baby mama is a gay lady. She is she's a pretty gay lesbian lady, and she was married to another lady. So we'll start there. You know, that was a component. And remember, there's 3 kids involved, the son, and then a set of twin girls. So if you're able to hit present and just hit add, then we can add that on the screen.
Okay, so which one should I add?
It says custody dispute. 1- custody dispute.
Hold on.
Baby, she brought the receipts. When I tell you, she brought like the legal background check, pulls up that he literally has child support cases. So for you to claim you're just a donor, that's a lie, allegedly. All of this is alleged, though. I have to say that because she pulls it up that he has child support cases when it comes to these kids. So if you were just literally giving away soldiers just for a gay couple to have a child, why would they have you in court for child support?
Hold on.
Yes, ma'am. Make it bigger. Yeah. It should be the very first one that you see of them.
The very first one.
The very first one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a gay lady. Oh, wait, y'all are saying, like, is Jessie pronouncing my name right? She actually is. So Jessie's Haitian, I'm Louisiana Creole, and that's actually how my family says my name. It's Simone.
Yeah.
Literally. And I when I hear it, I love it. I feel like I'm back home in New Orleans. Okay.
Yeah. Simone.
Some people were asking in the comments.
Oh, they were?
I was like, oh, she absolutely is saying it right.
And if I said it wrong, Simone she gonna let me know, girl.
Yes. Now I'll tell you, like, I'm extra nosy, so I like to actually have like the actual court like records and documents. Maryland doesn't let you do that. You have to actually like go to the local courthouse. But trust, we got enough teeth from here where you're going to get where we're going. Okay. Y'all gonna be able to put pieces together. So this right here, this is Bree found this. Now her name is Brietta, bless her heart. Bri. She goes, I understand what she wants. She wants to be Bri. Brietta, and her mama is Lavetta. Bless her heart. They're from Baton Rouge. So you know they're real country. Now, this here, case type, custody. This was filed in 2021. She received her divorce in 2019. So this was 2 years after her divorce. And this is pertaining to all 3 of the kids, not just the son, not just the twins, all 3. Now, if you, I'm gonna direct y'all to certain things. Hold on.
And while you're doing that too, I just want to reiterate one point I think I forgot to make. So when the first son was born, Tyler was still Bri was still married to Deshaun. Okay, Deshaun fought for custody of the firstborn son because the son was born into their marriage, and this was supposed to be their donor baby. And by that time, she had already been mothering the son for years, right?
Yes.
And so she filed for custody. But what she said to us on my live, and also Bri kind of alluded to this, was that Tyler and Bri got together to basically push her out of her petition. And for them to have custody of the firstborn. So this is fast forward to when Bri has 3 kids now. Okay.
So what she's saying is that the woman that got pregnant by Tyler and that woman was trying to push out the wife. That's what she's essentially saying. So not only is he coming off as a liar, allegedly, he's a messy ass man. So that's apparently what was going on, that he sat up there and was trying to push out the wife, saying that you pretty much don't need to be involved with the children. But this guy tells Ashley he was just a donor.
Okay.
Absolutely. Now, Jesse, go to the very last document that I just uploaded. Let's go to that version of this because it's got more highlights. It'll be a little easier.
Okay.
There we go. All right. Now on this one, here's what you're going to see. Number one, defendant, Francis Tyler. He hires a lawyer. He hires a lawyer to fight for custody. So if these are just your sperm babies, are you fighting for custody and visitation? No, because remember, this is for all three. All right. So he's here fighting. This case goes on for like 3 years. Here we go.
3 years.
And then there is a hearing date for November 15th. If anybody is in the Maryland area, if you want to be real nosy, go on down. You can mosey on down November 15th, 9:30 a.m. It's a contempt hearing because this man has not paid his child support.
Oh my gosh. Any crew members who live in Maryland that got the time, baby, if you decide to go, let me know. Let me know. Because this is quite interesting.
The judge is making him come on in and explain himself. Especially you getting this Love is Blind money now, Buster.
Yep.
Where is it? Kids got to eat now. They got extracurriculars. They got to get their hair combed. They need, I seen those little kids, they need stuff. Okay. When I talked about yesterday, when I was talking about Jennifer Williams and Christian Gold and how he's, has a $6 million net worth, but the kids were on food stamps. Like, you need to do what you do. This boy, Tyler, he's from Pittsburgh. When I lived in Pittsburgh, I used to go on food stamp dates. My date would go to the projects. He found a crackhead. She would sell him some food stamps. And then he would take me back to the dorm and he would cook me dinner. Where there's a will, there's a way. Okay. That is a felony. So don't.
We didn't need to know that shit, Simone. But I mean, we get your point. But come on now.
Do that. But it's an example. And him being from Pittsburgh, he knows what I'm talking about. You know those projects up on the hill. You know what I'm talking about.
Wait, Simone, I wasn't ready.
Oh, no. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. Okay, well, if you're new here, I'm like Nancy Grace meets Cardi B. Something along those lines. It's what I've been told. But so, yes, going through the agenda, it says here, he immediately answered the complaint. He started with no attorney. That's why it says here, pro se party that he answered. That this is all regarding custody or visitation issues. It's both. It's custody and visitation, but also they were coordinating support. So then we're going to hop on down. Then in March, mediation was ordered, meaning for them to agree. They did some form of that, and they obtained a consent order, meaning temporary consent order regarding access. This man was fighting to see his kids, as he should. What you shouldn't do is once you fight, you better be in there to the end. Exactly. You don't get to pick and choose.
You don't get to go on Love is Blind and say, these my donor babies, when there are literal receipts of you fighting for custody for all three.
Yes.
That part. So you literally were fighting for custody, seeing your kids, actively involved with your kids, and then you go to Love is Blind and completely, allegedly create just a whole new life for yourself. A whole new life for yourself. And then once you get picked and you get to go to Mexico and you back in DC, now you want to tell this girl that you got 3 kids, but they're donor kids. Still lying. So this is what I'm saying. This show is over at this point, because what the hell was all of this about? For you to be on TV? Because it damn sure wasn't because of love.
You laid down with that gay lady and you made a family. That was your bestie. So they talked about they had like a true friendship, blah, blah, blah. You laid down with her. Now you need to complete the do. Just tell Ashley you got kids. Ashley, you about to be a stepmom. I don't know what to tell you. But here we go. We keep on going on down. Yes. So then it got settled. It got settled later in May of 2022. I want you to see here. Testimony was taken on the record. Then there was a consent order to custody, meaning he got it on that stand and he said, "Your Honor, I miss my babies. I want to see my kids. I love my kids. Tyler love the kids.
Tyler love the kids.
Tyler love the kids." He said all of those things. Okay.
And then turned around and went on Love is Blind and said, "I don't know them. They don't know what I look like.
Right.
They don't know what I look like."
Exactly.
You in court saying what, Simone?
Tyler love the kids. Tyler love the kids. Do you, Tyler? Do you really love the kids? Because we can't tell.
Mm-hmm.
There's no evidence. That sounds right. Let me go back to this. Yeah, put it on that second. Oh, let me get them in order. First, second, third, fourth document. It's the fourth document I have there.
Okay, so we're going to get into also the job situation. Because remember, it stated that he was a nuclear security guard. Remember that? And I've said on one of my reviews, like, what the hell is that? And what does he actually do? Well, they're about to get into that too. This whole man, allegedly, his whole life, he just made up.
The title of it, I don't know what it's called, but it's the that one. All right. So this one, yes, go on, Mr. Tyler. Yeah, so he does have account executive. That's for the drywall, the fake wall company. Basically, they put up cubicles. Okay, he's the cubicle man. He'll assemble your cubicle if you need a cubicle in your office. That's what he does. And the behind this security specialist. Yes, the security guard. Yes, that is correct. And he was one for, he was absolutely a security guard with Boone's, Allen, Hamilton. This is the background check that I did on him, guys.
Mind you, Simone just did this with 2 clicks. Chelsea, the team of people that y'all got doing questionnaire, y'all couldn't do this? Y'all couldn't be able to see that this man was lying about his job? Pariah, girl, crisis manager, y'all couldn't see. Who are y'all employing to do background checks on these people? At the very least, when you put someone on the show and you say this is your job, this is their job, y'all should be that.
I think that Pariah lady, I think she likes having the crises so she can have something to manage. Because this don't make no darn sense. Every season.
She ain't got nothing else. She ain't doing shit else.
Nothing.
You ain't doing shit else. They gave you that title. Bitch, you ain't doing shit. Y'all not doing something as simple as looking this up.
She said she want that job security. That's what she did. So,
right.
Yes. Now, I will say, so it showed when he was in the Army, he was a watercraft engineer. And just to show, he has an associate's degree. He did get a 3.2. Yeah, I be knowing all people business. I be looking people dead in their eye knowing they lying to me. Be like, okay. Dead in there. Okay. Lie. He's got a 3.2. He's got an associate's degree. And it does say that he previously worked for this company for like a year in nuclear security, which was Excellion Generation Company. But again, nuclear security in this context, he can't do that without at least a bachelor's.
Right.
He's got an associate's. What he was doing, and he was a security guard at a nuclear plant.
Correct.
Keep those chemicals safe, buddy. Make sure people aren't fighting and wrestling on the job, knocking over chemicals and creating chemical spills and blowing up plants and stuff. Just stick with, you don't need to fancy it on up. Even I remember on Ready to Love, everybody, if you didn't really have no job, they call you a consultant. And people be like, well, what do you consult on? And blah, 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 blah. Nobody knew because you lying. Everybody lying.
And a lot of people try to say Deshawn was lying. She wasn't. That ex-wife sat on my live and told nothing but the truth about this man. It all checks out. She wasn't lying. This man was a security guard.
Yeah. And to clarify, nuclear security, it's not like nuclear scientist. Okay. Right. It's a security guard. You literally secure the chemicals.
Right.
He was likely, making sure people come in and out because they have to, especially, I believe that was in the Maryland area. Those companies have serious contracts with the Department of Defense and things like that, where they have to maintain those chemicals. They cannot get it out. They can be weapons of mass destruction, things like that. So it's a security guard type of role, just to be clear. Yeah.
Correct.
So yeah, I'm going to put the link in the description so you guys, if you guys want to hear the whole entire video, because baby, this was like a 2-hour video. So even the way he was trying to make it sound all fancy that he was a nuclear security guard, I guess apparently there are really high level security guards in that field where you at least need a bachelor's because of the high security and the things that you have to do. They were saying that that job easily is about, you can make like $200,000 a year apparently, but you need at least you need to have a bachelor's. What he's probably doing is just making sure that the chemicals are secure, which is a lower level security guard. But he was trying to make it seem like he's a little fancier, but that job allegedly is not even a job he does anymore. Apparently, he builds cubicles. Ashley, while I was saying I didn't know enough about you, baby, we didn't know enough about Tyler. And now you are married to allegedly a fraud. Like, and I mean, when I tell you this lady, like, I didn't even know in a background check, you can find out what a person's GPA was, whatever school they attended. Like, she was able to find all of this information. And that's what proves my point also. And they also said the same thing. If she can do this, these people with these production companies and all of the resources that they have, they can definitely do this. They either don't do it for the reasons of they know that eventually secrets are going to get out, or maybe they do it, and this is why they pick these people, because they know that people on the internet are going to find out anyways. When you really think about it, it's very sinister yet genius as far as the marketing. Let's just say they do know and they do a background check on these people, and they say, oh, damn, he got a checkered past. He got child support cases. He lying about this. He lying about that. Great. He is perfect for the show. And then that way we put him on a show, and then the internet is going to do the internet, and they're going to sit up there and do a background check on his ass. They're going to run him down like a dog. They're going to talk shit about him. And that's going to be promotion within itself when it comes to our show. Diabolical, genius, sinister, all of that. Kind of smart way. So I think to a certain extent, they do know. Maybe they do know what's going on with these people, and that's why they pick them. And then this definitely creates so much drama for their show, and they don't have to do anything but just put these people on there. What do y'all think about that? Because there's no way in hell you did not know any of this stuff about these people. Like, you would think that you would want to do at least a small background check. You want to do a small background check on these people just for the safety of at least the production. Like, you don't know what they doing. What up, Shayna girl? So yeah, you don't know what they're doing. So yeah, I find it very interesting that these ladies were able to just do a couple of clicks and find out so much information, and how the ex-wife and the baby mama and everybody else is coming out, and production didn't know anything about this. So while I was thinking maybe they didn't do a background check at all, maybe they do. And this is why they select the people that they select. What y'all think? I'm starting to think now that this is definitely a definite way for them to say, oh yeah, with that questionnaire and the background check we did, oh, he definitely has a lot of drama. We'll pick him for the show. He's definitely good to be on the show, because then he has so much drama. It's going to create the promotion that we need, because we know the internet is going to internet, and they're going to sit up there on Rihanna's internet and find out all the information they need about him. And this is why when you get on reality TV, you better be careful what the hell comes out. I don't even understand how Tyler did not think this would come out. It's public information, dude, especially your child support case. Like, this is why I say sometimes men lie to lie and don't even realize that a lot of information that they lie about can easily be discovered. Like, I don't understand. But I tell you this much, though. He's the villain of all villains on this freaking season. He made it seem like I just, I feel so comfortable with her. I can be so open with her. I've never told people about my past when it comes to my family. You told her about the family you wanted to tell her about, not the family that includes 3 kids and a couple that you literally was trying to divide and break up because you apparently was screwing the other lady to get her pregnant and then trying to push out the wife. Tyler, allegedly, if all of this is true, you ain't shit. And for some reason, even though Jesse Wu and Simone welcome him to actually come on the show so he can talk about his past or what's currently going on, since he does have a court date November 2024, they invited him, but he wouldn't go on there. I would be very shocked if he does. Because what can you say about this? What can you say? I just hope during the reunion, they have all of this information and they reveal it. I hate, like, if Ashley came into all of this for the right reasons, which it seems like she did, I hate that we're probably going to see, a lot of her pain or confusion on the reunion. But damn it, this is what you signed up for, unfortunately. So I think she definitely needs to know, and what's the best place is the reunion. The problem is, though, they filmed this. Oh, and another thing, he was texting another woman last year in October, allegedly, and he was already married to Ashley because they filmed the actual season last year. So while he was married to Ashley, he was texting another woman about some freaky tale stuff, allegedly. Man, Tyler takes the cake when it comes. I thought Leo was bad. I thought Leo was bad, but baby, oh my gosh, like, at least Leo couldn't hide it. We knew he was an asshole from the beginning. It was very obvious. Tyler, oh my gosh, he is coming off like a master manipulator. I'm not looking forward to the reunion since it filmed if they filmed it weeks ago. Yeah, but I'm wondering though if they knew all of this information. So I would hate that it's just like they're in marriage bliss on the reunion and now we have all of this information. I would hate that. Like, I would hate that they don't have any of this being revealed at the reunion, but we know this now. Because if they don't actually talk about this on the reunion, baby, I need another reunion. I need the aftermath after the reunion, and Ashley knows about all of this information. You know what I'm saying? I don't have high hopes for the reunion. They never go too deep. They need to, baby. That's the show in itself. We are getting more tea and more of the like information off of the show than on the show. I hope they do. I really hope they do. This is what I'm saying. This is why I say, I don't know. I feel like they probably do a background check. But again, if you're going to do a background check, then you definitely need to put everything out there at the reunion. That's the best time to do it. I think a lot of this information came out prior to the reunion filming, though. Prior to it, I hope so. I hope so, because then if they don't address it at the reunion, first of all, I already think this show was over. Like, I don't know. Like, the whole purpose of the show, it doesn't work. I don't think it works anymore. You may have had 1 or 2 couples that have been able to last, but to have so many people, this is supposed to be about the drama. I don't know. If you really want to show about Love is Blind, this is not the damn show. Like, I don't know. I just feel like at this point, this show, they're probably going to do a season 8. But from my understanding, the UK one and the other one is much better. Like, if you want like the genuine stuff, I guess, of people really there for the right reasons, or at least they can pretend better than the US, those shows are better than the US. But I think the US is over at this point. With all the views they're getting, it ain't over yet. Yeah, and you know what? That's you damn right about that. You damn right about that. Because, but again, I think if they're doing it this way, it's very genius. Know their background, do those questionnaires, have a psychologist purposely put them together because they know it's going to spark some drama. Know the background information, know that the internet is undefeated, and they will do the research just for channels like my channel, Jesse Woo's channel, and so many other people to talk about it. That is marketing in itself for people to watch the show. So now I might have to change my whole view on this. That maybe, just maybe, they knew all of this, and that's why they selected Tyler and Shabba-Doo and everybody else in the first place, because they already knew this stuff. They already knew. That's diabolical as hell, though. That's some sinister ass shit. But I guess it's genius when it comes to the marketing of it. Because at this point, they have Love is Blind. This is season 7. Now they have UK, and they have the other one, I think, in India. Whoever created this show, they making money on top of money. When you start having multiple shows and seasons and stuff, that's when you start making money. So I wouldn't put it past them that they already know the background of these people. And they know the internet is going to find out. And then all hell is going to break loose, which all publicity is good publicity, right? Right? Yeah, so I'm sure they'll address it briefly. They need to address all of it. All of it. They need to address all of it, not briefly. I want it all. I want a Jerry Springer moment. No, I'm just playing. UK was really good. Ultimatum South Africa was good too. See, yeah, I've heard that they're way better than the US ones. See, they trying to make it seem like the U.S. is just nothing but scammers and fraud people. Like, I don't know, but I did hear the U.K. and the other one was really good. Yeah, right, Renee? It does seem that way. It does seem that way. And it's the same producers as Married at First Sight. They know exactly what they're doing aside from the reunion. Yeah. And see, this is why, to a certain extent, I can't do the reality shows in a sense of being behind the scenes, because just personal information, I've been offered to actually do behind the scenes work as far as production and stuff like that on reality shows, because y'all know I live in La La Land. I've been offered that, but to see how they are very calculated on the creating the drama, I just can't do that. I can't do it. Like, you're still dealing with, this is not scripted. I mean, as much as they try to make certain things scripted in reality TV, these are still people in their personal lives. I wouldn't be able to do it. But at the same time, I just don't understand why people go on these shows and as if they completely forget what their background is. I don't understand that. Tyler, you get on this show, you leave your whole family, allegedly, go on this show, act like you don't even have a family, it don't even exist, and you don't think people about to talk about this? Like, you don't think people about to talk about this? Or maybe he loves the fact that it's going to give him attention regardless. Maybe he's all in it for the publicity of it too and don't care. Because I'm like, there's no way you did not think people were going to know this information. They know your first name, your last name. They know. This woman literally, who was on a reality show herself, was able to get your whole full name, public information, your damn date of birth, your jobs that you've had, your damn GPA, your associate's degree. Damn. Like, that's crazy. Tyler and his fake prayers would have had us if it didn't come out right. And all the tears too. I tell you about them damn Libra men. I tell you, no, they all ain't the same. Damn it, they all ain't the same. But I still to this day, and I kid you not. It's like, I kid you not. I have not found a Libra man yet that is legit. Like, and just look at the Libra celebrities that we have. And if you just compare even to celebrities, you'd be like, oh, hell no. There's something about them Libra man. Nick Cannon. Who else is a Libra man? Usher. Lil Wayne. I mean, I can go on. You just hear those 3 names, though. I mean, damn. That's a Libra man. That's just how they are. And Libras are all about love. We love to be in love. So they can say all the right things and give you all the right answers, give you all the romance, but deep down, they ain't shit. And they saying that to multiple women or men. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. My ex who's legitimate. Yeah. See? You see? And probably said all the right things, didn't he? Right. So yeah, you guys, I'm gonna put the link of Jessie Woo and Simone's video. Jessie Woo actually does like tea segments on Love is Blind. The videos are long, like 2 hours a piece or whatever, but Tyler seems to be the one that takes the cake on like all of the sinister fools that have been on this show. His resume of bullshit seems to be very, very long. Okay. But again, all alleged now, all allegedly, but apparently the ex-wife went on Jessie Woo's page and she spilled it all. She spilled it all. So yeah, this man has 3 kids. And Ashley pretty much is a baby, well, not a baby mama. She's a stepmama of 3 kids that she did not ask for. And she only continued, it seemed like, with the marriage because he made it seem like they were donor kids. He has nothing to do with them. It was for a gay couple that he's friends with, and that's it. That's all. And I don't know. Like I said, if he would have told me that after all that time in the pod in Mexico and didn't want to tell me that when we got back to DC, that would have been enough of a red flag for me to say, who the hell are you? And I need to do a background check on your ass, because why wouldn't you tell me that in the pods? At that point, she shouldn't have trusted him, but she went on with it. This is going to be interesting. I can't wait to the reunion, which I believe at this point, isn't the reunion next, you guys? Correct me if I'm wrong, but the next new episode that's going to come out is the reunion, isn't it? Aren't we done with the weddings and stuff at this point? Because the only people who got married was Taylor, Garrett, Ashley, and Tyler's ass. Those are only ones who were able to make it to the altar. So I think at this point, yeah, that's it. Next is the reunion. So when it comes out, I believe this week. So, baby, I know one thing. I'm going to be watching this damn reunion. It better be a good reunion. If they don't talk about any of this stuff, F production. That's all I got to say. Because you're not going to be able to tell me they didn't know about this at this point. You're not going to be able to tell me. I think they knew, damn it. I think they knew. So with that being said, you guys, that was my review and my opinion. Again, all of this is alleged and is my damn opinion on the situation. I'm going to put the link to Jessie Woo's video in the description, but we'll have to wait and see what the reunion unfolds. I'm kind of excited. I want this to be like old school Ricky Lake, Jerry Springer, Maury Povich. You hear that noise in the background? It's one of the pets. You already know how the pets act. But I want this to be a Ricky Lake, Richard Bay, Jerry Springer, Maury, Jenny Jones. I want all of that mixed in one. You remember our talk shows back in the day? They used to be good and juicy. That's what I need. That's what I definitely need. So with that being said, you guys, please like the video, like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you on my next video. Toodles. Tyler, go to hell.